This podcast is part of the MyPodcast.com network. Go online right now and get your very own 100% free podcast, MyPodcast.com.
A bit of a noisy copy of Lonesome Feeling by David Ray there, but it's well loved and well played, and it helps to kick off our look at the quite prolific RM label, which was owned by the Record Mart shop from Southend-on-Sea in Essex. Started in 1975. The inaugural release was The Atmospheres doing the Fickle Chicken, a 1959 release on Joe Leonard's Lynn label from Gainesville, Texas, followed up by David Ray with his release on the sister label Cliff in the same year. Record Mart actually made good use of Joe Leonard's masters in the first year or so of their existence. The Record Mart shop in Southend's Warrior Square was actually owned by a guy called Frank, but the manager and person who ran the label and ran the whole business basically was Derek Glenister, who's still active, still in the shop a couple of days a week, and also assists Tony Barrett in the running of Rockstar Records, which puts out all those fantastic Eddie Cochran releases. But Joe Leonard's material wasn't the only game in town, and pretty soon RM was becoming well known amongst rock and roll fans, and in fact some of the releases were club hits, including probably the biggest apart from Jungle Rock, Wash Machine Boogie by the Echo Valley Boys.
Well, come on, baby, 'cause I wanna do that washing machine boogie with you. Hear that washer slapping them clean. I love the sound of your washing machine. Slap, 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 sloo. Come on, honey, and I wanna do the washing machine boogie with you. Well, old Blue Monday was our wash day. Now we learn to boogie the blues away. So come on, baby, 'cause I wanna do the washing machine boogie with you. Slip, slap, slap, sloo. Come on, honey, and I wanna do the washing machine boogie with you. Because I wanna do the washing machine boogie with you. Slip, slap, slap, sloo. Come on, honey, and I wanna do the washing machine boogie with you. Because I wanna do the washing machine boogie with you. Slip, slap, slap, sloo. Come on, honey, and I wanna do the washing machine boogie with you.
Hang loose, I gotta rock. Hang loose, I gotta roll. Hang loose, I got to go just to satisfy my soul. Hang loose, I gotta rock. Hang loose, I gotta roll. Hell, I learned to rock down on the farm. Knowed how to roll ever since I was born. No trouble for me, 'cause I'm a cool cat. I hit the ball every time I go to bed. Hey, go, I gotta rock. Don't you know I gotta roll? Hang loose, I got to go just to satisfy my soul. Hang loose, I gotta rock. Hang loose, I gotta roll. Well, my favorite pastime is to get myself a nickel or a dime, slip it in that jukebox machine, grab me a kitten and tie it blue jeans. I'm a cool cat. I hit the ball every time I go to bed. Hey, go, I gotta rock. Don't you know I gotta roll? Hang loose, I got to go just to satisfy my soul. Hang loose, I gotta rock. Hang loose, I gotta roll. Well, my favorite pastime is to get myself a nickel or a dime, flip it in that jukebox machine, grab me a kitten and tight blue jeans. Hang loose, I gotta rock. Hey go, I gotta roll. Hang loose, I gotta rock. Hey go, I gotta roll. Hang loose, I gotta rock. Hey go, I gotta roll. Hang loose, I gotta rock. Hey go, I gotta roll. Hang loose, I gotta rock. Hey go, I gotta roll.
You might think I'm a crazy fool, but I saw a horse doing the bobble with a mule down on the farm. Down on the farm. Down on the farm. Rock and roll taking over my farm. The rooster won't crow, chicken won't cluck. Walking around the barnyard doing the huckabug. Down on the farm. Down on the farm. Down on the farm. Rock and roll taking over my farm. Yeah. Crazy dog, crazy pig. All I wanna do is a rock and roll jig down on the farm. Down on the farm. Down on the farm. Rock and roll taking over my farm. Yeah. Rooster won't crow, chicken won't cluck. Walking around the barnyard doing the huckabug. Down on the farm. Down on the farm. Down on the farm. Rock and roll taking over my farm.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna take a trip on a rocket ship. I'm gonna blast out of here about noon. To get away from it all, I'm gonna have a ball on the backside of the moon. I'm gonna build a shack, I ain't a-coming back to the place I came from. Well, it's just like this, I'll either hit or miss and have a hot time on the sun. Either way it'll be, you can take it from me, I'm gonna have a real big time. I'm on a one-way track, I ain't a-coming back, 'cause I'm a-going to the end of the line. Now here's the tip, why I'm taking this trip, I wanna get satisfied. I wanna live it up, I wanna rock it up, and get out of this world alive. I'm gonna take a trip on a rocket ship. I'm gonna blast out of here about noon. To get away from it all, I'm gonna have a ball on the backside of the moon. I'm gonna build a shack, I ain't a-coming back to the place I came from. Well, it's just like this, I'll either hit or miss and have a hot time on the sun. Either way it'll be, you can take it from me, I'm gonna have a real big time. I'm on a one-way track, I ain't a-coming back, 'cause I'm a-going to the end of the line. Now here's a tip, why I'm taking this trip, I wanna get satisfied. I wanna live it up, I wanna rock it up, and get out of this world alive.
So that was in order Wash Machine Boogie by the Echo Valley Boys from Cleveland-based Island Records, a 1957 release. Miami's Perfect label, and Tommy Spurlin's Hang Loose, I've Got a Rock. Big Al Downing's Down on the Farm from 1958 on the Dallas White Rock label, and Jackie Lowell's Rocket Trip, which was sourced from Bandbox Records from Denver, Colorado, a fairly late 1961 release. But in addition to these now classic rock and roll club hits, there was a fair few obscurities that appeared on RM, and these are just a few of them, which obviously are now 30 years down the line classic rockabilly numbers that fans have cherished for years, but at the time they were quite unknown to us. And kick off with Gene Dunlap and Made in the Shade.
Well, you got a gal, you got a car, you got some money and a no guitar. You got it made in the shade, boy. You got it made in the shade, boy. You got a water nickel for goodness sakes. You got it made in the Jane or Sue, Mary Lou. You can't beat that whatever you do. You got it made in the shade, boy. You got it made in the shade, boy. You got a water nickel for goodness sakes. You got it made, oh, hey. Well, I'm going down the river in my old mud boat. Got more troubles than my poor soul can tote. Going down the river in my old mud boat. Don't even know if my boat's gonna float. Just a year ago, I had more money than I could tote. Big Cadillac car and no bang, no. Met that girl and boy did it go. Going down the river in my old mud boat. She loved me, she wrote it in a note. She took my money and tried to cut my throat. All I got left is an old mud boat, one bottle of beer and an old shaggy goat. Love me a little bit, love me a little bit, love me a little bit more each time I hold you here in my arms. I get a thrill, I always will, so baby love me more. Just a little more, just a little more, just a little more. Well, love me a little bit more, me a little bit more, me a little bit more. Baby, look at me. Hug me a little bit, hug me a little bit, hug me a little bit. But you know I love I told you so. Can't let you go, I love you so, so baby, hold me more. Just a little bit more, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Well, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Well, baby, hold me. Kiss me a little bit, kiss me a little bit, kiss me a little bit more, please, baby, please. Don't be a tease. Your kiss of fire is my desire, so baby, kiss me more. Just a little bit more, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Well, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, baby, below me. Come on, love me, baby. Come on, kiss me now.
What a crazy record. That little batch there was Gene Dunlap and his Jokers on Baytown, Texas label called Hit from 1958. Another bandbox title from Sonny Russell there with Mudboat. The A-side was actually 50 Megatons, which is a basic rock and roll number, but I've always had a soft spot for the wild and wacky reverse side. And that was from 1963, so a little batch was ended with Crazy Frank Deaton and his Mad Lads on Chicago-based Bally Records from 1957. As Record Mart expanded and began to reach new contacts in the States, it opened out to begin licensing and reissuing recordings from various record companies, on which it actually reproduced the original labels of the 45s it licensed, although usually there was a legend somewhere on it which said this release initiated by Record Mart England. These labels included Event Records from Maine, the Yucca or Yucca label from New Mexico, and a very nice little series of repro singles from Hamilton, Ohio-based Ruby Records, including this rockabilly update of the old bluegrass tune, Six White Horses by Stan Johnson.
I'm leaving you, pretty mama, to wear you off my mind. I'm leaving you, pretty mama, to wear you off my mind. You give me trouble all the time. Well, I got a 6 white horse going 2 by 2. I got a 6 white horse going 2 by 2. Each step they take, each I'm through with you. Well, let's go. Well, if you don't believe I'm leaving, count the days I'm gone. If you don't believe I'm leaving, count the days I'm gone. When you see your daddy, he'll be on a judgment morn. Well, I got a 6 white horse going 2 by 2. I got a 6 white horse going 2 by 2. Each step they take, each I'm through with you. Well, let's ride! Oh, this train that I ride, it's 16 coaches long. 16 coaching along with the gal I'm loving. Got another man gone. Well, tell me, pretty mama, which way do we should run? Tell me, pretty mama, which way do we should run? Right from my back door, straight up to the rising sun.
Well, there's a rock and roll carpenter from Tennessee. He's building his house next door to me. He wakes me up at the break of day. He chases all of my blues away. He beats out a rhythm never heard before when he finds that hammer on a 2x4. But where he gets all his energy, I'll never know. With hammer and wood, he can really go. He won't slow down till it's time to eat. He just keeps on hammering with the rock and roll beat. If you ever saw him, I know you'll agree. He's a rock and roll carpenter from Tennessee. He's got a certain beat that never fails to make you want to jump when he drives those nails. Everybody gathers around to see the rock and roll carpenter from Tennessee. Well, they come from near and they come from far to hear him hammer it 8 to the bar. All the half cats start to stomping their feet, cause they love the rhythm of the rock and roll beat. He does it upright, suit you to a T. He's the rock and roll carpenter from Tennessee. Everybody gathers around to see the rock and roll carpenter from Tennessee. Well, they come from near and they come from far to hear him hammer it 8 to the bar. All the half cats start to stomping their feet, cause they love the rhythm of the rock and roll beat. He does it upright, suit you to a T. He's the rock and roll carpenter from Tennessee.
Just you wait and see. That's what I told my ma and I told my pa when I was only 3. By the time that I was almost 10, I could strum it up and then down again. I was ready to let my guitar make my living for me. Well, I met this fella named Shade Tree. He was tall and lean. Boy, could he catch fire on a bass guitar, best I'd ever seen. Then I heard this cat who played a knocked-out bass and could this red set a pace. So they joined me in my guitar, and we were ready to swing. And a dance or two, we won the people's hearts. And then one day for our reward, we got our chance to record. And I just played my guitar, and the fellas did their part. I ain't one for bragging, but our record sure got hot. Old Shade Tree played the wildest lead, Red helped a lot. Well, I just strummed my old guitar, and once in a while I'd say, get far, and it sold 1 million copies. with my guitar, like I said I would. Old Red and me and Shade Tree never had it so good. We're making our money and we're having our fun, and with this advice we'll leave you, son. Don't take your guns to town, boy. Your guitar's all you'll need.
Sonny Wallace there with Black Cadillac from Yucca Records in 1960. Quite a late release there, and who said rockabilly died in 1959? But let's do a reverse on this one. Sonny Wallace there. Before that we had Hal Smith with his Country Squires, a 1959 release on Yucca, and Making My Living with My Guitar. And before Hal Smith we had the two from Ruby Records, the Rock and Roll Carpenter from Emery Blades which itself sounds like some sort of tool you might use in DIY, and Stan Johnson, as I said before, with the old Bill Monroe song, Six White Horses. Record Mart lasted for probably getting on for about 10 years, which was good going in those days, and released around 45 to 50 singles on the RM label alone, not to mention the other ones that it released on Ruby and Yucca and Event, etc. But all good things come to an end, and the label closed down sometime in the mid-80s. But the record shop is still there. It's now called Record Museum, not Record Mart, and Derek Glenister is still there in the shop a couple of days a week, and if you're ever in the Southend area, a visit is essential. He still stocks a good selection of the old 70s and 80s LP releases and the old Rockabilly Repro 45s, including, if you're lucky, some Record Mart 45s too. So please pop in there, say hello, and tell him Dave sent you. I thought we'd end with the first and, as far as I know, the only issue on RM's Deluxe series, which was released with a sepia shot photo of a moody Sonny West having a fag. And here is Sweet Rockin' Baby, one side of the exceptionally rare Norvajack 45. And I'll catch you next time.
to the left, she can pop to the right, she can pop the blues all through the night. She's the boppin'est gal in town. She's the boppin'est gal in town. Well, my sweet rockin' baby's the boppin'est gal in town. Keep you in the corner till the cats have gone, just a wiggling and a squirming, a carrying on. She's the boppin'est gal in town. She's the boppin'est gal in town. She's my sweet rockin' baby, the rockin'est gal in town. Dance is over, it's time to say goodnight. Oh, my sweet rockin' baby, she don't wanna say goodnight. She's the boppin'est gal in town. She's the boppin'est gal in town. Well, my sweet rockin' baby, the boppin'est gal in town. Hey, get it, get it. You like to do the rock, you like to do the roll, take my sweet rockin' baby and do the rock and roll. She's the boppin'est gal in town. She's the rolling'est gal in town. Well, my sweet rockin' baby, the rockin'est gal in town.